What is up, everyone? Kami here with a new weird video. Like, why is there a green sheet behind me? Well, now we get to do a little special segment every month called, what am I gonna call it? Like, Getting to Know Kami, Q&A, month of May. Well, that rhymes really well, but like, I won't be able to do that for... It's gonna be doing a Q&A video, and I know a lot of my Twitch viewers are able to get to know me because they get to watch me live stream and whatnot. For YouTube videos, you just kind of see segments of me playing games, me being goofy, me doing whatever. This is a good way for you to kind of get to know me, a deep side of Kami. Like my real name. Like my real name is Bryce. When did I start streaming? Now all this stuff is in my Twitch info. I started streaming like mid-October on 2015. Yeah, 2015. So I've almost been doing this for 2 years. I am attempting to do streaming and content creation full-time. Barely squeaking by right now. That's why I call for any sort of support you guys can give me. I am very much appreciative of for it. Even if it's just viewing me, just being like, we love Kami, then that's, although it doesn't pay rent, it is a lot for you guys to do that. So I thank you for all the support that you guys have given me. The subs that I've jumped up on YouTube is absolutely unreal. The fact that I have a sub button on Twitch and I have subs and I get emotes and all that fun stuff, it's like a dream come true, really. And that's what it is I'm trying to do this full time and it's a dream. If you notice, I'm wearing this Denial jersey. I did used to play full time competitive on my team. We used to be Eager, now we're Denial. And I've stepped back and become a 6, and now I'm pretty much just a full-time streamer. I couldn't dedicate the amount of time that I needed to play Paladins. People always ask me, why aren't you on the tournament? When are you gonna play in the tournament? I'm not gonna play in any tournaments. I am a streamer now. It just takes too much time to do full-time content and Twitch streaming to also be able to dedicate 3 hours a day through practicing. So just too much. I am a streamer at the beginning, and that's what I want to be, and that's the dream. So that's where I'm at. Let's get to the Q&As. If you guys want to participate in these Q&As, you just need to join my Discord, and then there'll be a channel named like Kami Q&A or something like that. I should probably know this. The only way to have access to that channel though is you need to be a sub on Twitch or be in the Kami supporter or Patreon. Links are down below. But moving on to the question. First one comes from Pete the Noob, a guy that's kind of helped me out so much at the beginning of streaming here, taught me the ins and outs of all that fun stuff. Super awesome dude, does a bunch of charity things, goes to, I feel like, every Twitchcon event ever, really well known, really awesome guy. Asks how to get that ass. Well, he's already gotten that ass like multiple times, so we'll keep that between me and you, Pete. Next question from Boobily, longtime sub of mine. What's the big thing you look forward to in Valencia? Probably, I mean, it's kind of a tie. It's the first time I've ever left the country. It's the first time in a while that I've left my apartment. I'm excited to get out of there, get different culture inside of me. Well, not inside, no, wait, that came out wrong. Experience different culture. And the big thing is, if you guys notice, there's always a donation goal going up on my stream. I'm trying to get Brandy to go there because Hi-Rez is gonna pay for friends and family because that's gonna cost a ton of money. I don't know if you guys know this, but going from US to Spain costs a little bit of money. We're almost there, we're halfway there, but I'm super excited to get Brandy out there. It's the first time we've ever left really the state. As I think about it, in a different country is just unreal. And hopefully just meet some, maybe if there's any subs or viewers out there that want to meet, I would love to meet them. We're gonna be at the DreamHack, it's gonna be a big event. So, you know, it's of course if we qualify, so fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx us. Knock on plastic or something, whatever my table's made out of, whatever. Moving on. So Spitfire asks, in the future, what would you want your ideal YouTube identity to be? I.e., or example, what do you want to be known for if/when you hit it big? Ooh, if/when. Oh, he's got faith in me. I love you, Spitfire. When I become big on YouTube, or once I start picking up a little bit of traction, what do I want to be known for? Just making good, like I want to be known to being funny. I don't want to be known as a guy that's like does Paladin stuff, right? Because we don't know where we're going to be in a year or two with Paladins. Is it going to blow up? Is it not going to blow up? Are people just going to throw it to the side? We don't know. I've got high hopes for it. I always want to be able to focus on me and make sure that I have the longevity and not so much I'm praying for a game to have the longevity. So I want to be known as being humorous. Yeah, that's a word, right? And I also want to be known as just someone who pumps out content and that's quality, you know, it's got good quality at least, and this makes you smile. Also, I'm pretty good at first-person shooters, so I probably want to be known as a funny guy who plays first-person shooters. Done. Another question from Boobly. Ooh, he asked, do you plan on ever doing in real-life streams, IRL streams, cooking with Kami, or maybe even let stream prepare your dinner? Ooh, that's a big doozy. I know they've introduced mobile streaming through Twitch, so I do want to do that. Cooking with Kami, I'd have to clean up my kitchen. My kitchen is a disaster. You don't want to look at it. I'd be interested in doing it in real life stream, just walking around. I mean, like, mine are boring though. I don't leave my house a lot, so I'll be like, hey, I'm in a room in the living room, we're watching TV, and I'm thinking about what my next stream is going to be about and what my next YouTube video is going to be. Yeah, my life is riveting, but I definitely would be interested in doing that. And let stream prepare your dinner, sure. Prepare, guys, prepare your ideas. We're not rich whatsoever, so make sure it probably has to have something to do with like spaghetti, ramen, ramen and or potatoes or something. Steve, or Steve Loves Violin, asks, how to avoid wankers who don't know what to do in Paladins? Angry face, angry face, angry face. Let's say they have a bad loadout. You could suggest, hey, you know, you're probably looking at a better loadout. Check out KamiVS on stream, twitch.tv/KamiVS, or check out his YouTube video. If you're having troubles finding your sensitivity, okay, I'm done. To avoid wankers, you can't. But to minimize the impact that those wankers have on you is all up to you. Being nice, just like, you suck, you shouldn't have bought Wrecker, there's no one has shields. Like, hey, there's no shields on the side, maybe you should have bought Wrecker. Maybe the fact that they have 5 healers on the side of their team, maybe you should have got cauterized. And they're like, it's a good idea. And you're like, yeah. Will that help them in the long run? No. Will that make you feel a little bit better being like, I wasn't a douche to that person and I might have helped them in the long run? Yes, it will definitely make you feel a little bit better about that. Just try to be nice at the beginning, try to give a game plan. Like if it's going wrong, but like, hey, let's all try to group up on one side. Just try to talk with them. It doesn't always work. Sometimes you just get the wankers. Next question comes from, you know what? Is it Pekka or is it Pekka? I want to say, the way that I pronounce it is Pekka. How I think you pronounce it is Pekka, but I always call it Pekka. But let's see what he asks here. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Turns out, yes, mayonnaise, or at least Miracle Whip, in my case, is an instrument. I don't know about mayonnaise. You'll have to do your own experiment there. Net really fast, what is your favorite iteration or version of Paladins? AKA, what patch did you enjoy the most and why? Man, I'd say right now, like recently over the past few patches, Paladins has been the most balanced as it's been in a while, right? But there's still some things that are slightly overpowered. And of course, there's bugs. There's bugs, there's bugs, there's bugs. People gripe about. Sometimes bugs are fixed, and then other bugs emerge, and you're like, what the hell? I always talk about how I miss like the old maps, the old mode, and the old time to kill. Really, when you think about it, is like, if they would have stuck with that mode, and they kept improving like they've been improving right now, would it be in a better spot than it would be right now? I don't know. I think this mode is, and the smaller maps, and the faster time to kill, pleases a lot more of the mass majority, but for me, I prefer the slower time to kill. It could have been a little bit faster than it was before, but just not as fast as it is right now. It's absolutely ridiculous. If I had to choose an iteration version of Paladins that I love the most, back when I could do Sow the Seed, that was the most fun I've had in the game, and it was completely overpowered and it was completely ridiculous. People always have a thing that they talk about like, for me, Sow the Seed Grok was the most ridiculous thing that was in the game, and it was hilarious. Rovenick asks, since starting your stream, what have you found to be the most challenging part of it? Boom, best question, boys. Definitely top of the questions that I've had so far. I don't know where to start. There's so many things. Like, people are like, oh, it's a dream job, and you know, you're doing what you love. You play video games for a living. What are you griping about? Man, time, I guess. Like, there's 2 ways you can look at the time. I think one of the most challenging part of it is one, managing your time between streaming in real life, not having enough time in the day, how much time it actually takes to be able to put out the content that you want to put out while also keeping yourself up to date with all the social media and just, there's just so much. Like, I used to work 50 hours plus a week on a job installing security systems, and I got paid like $19 an hour, and I had so much money I didn't know what to do with it. But the reason I didn't know what to do with it is because I worked 50 hours a week and I didn't have time to do anything with it. So I thought maybe going here would be a little bit better, and now I work 60 hours a week and get paid, well, not really anything guaranteed income at all. It's a lot more effort than I thought it would be, and the most challenging thing is the time in managing that. You gotta put the time in and you hope you get the result back, and sometimes you don't get it, and being able to keep a cool head, very big part of it. But I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep at it, baby. Spitfire asks, what's your favorite pizza topping? Like one? Like I'd have to choose one. I'll do like if I had like one choice, like I could only like top one topping. Man, it like depends on what pizza place I'm going to, but in general, I like tomato. Tomato gives you that juiciness, that sweetness, not too much, on top of the pizza itself, and it can't be too small because then you're just like crunching it up and making more tomato sauce, which I do love thick sauce on pizza. But I'd say tomatoes. If I wanted to choose like my favorite topping combo, it'd be like tomato, pepperoni, and jalapeno peppers. If Bitey watches this video, he's gonna give me so much crap. When we went to HRX, we had food vouchers for one place only as a pizza place, and every time I went there, I got pepperoni, tomato, and jalapeno peppers, and he kept giving me shit for it every time. So if you're watching this, Bitey, screw you. I don't know why I gave you a thumbs up. Screw you. Axes asks, what games are you looking forward to play? All the games, right? I mean, right? No? Okay. I would say I really wanted to play Strafe. Very old school, but it looked like a lot of fun. And then I found Immortal Redneck, and that's super fun too, and it kind of gives me the same feel. The game I'm looking forward to way ahead is Destiny 2. I love playing Destiny, but it was on the console, and if you guys have seen me play console, I know recently I played on stream and I was absolutely abysmal. Being able to play on the PC gives me the satisfaction of grinding, you know, dungeons or quests, doing raids, while also giving me the ability to frag in PvP and have a mouse and keyboard, which is the dream. What is your all-time favorite game so far, and why isn't it Minecraft? I'm gonna go ahead and say 100% it's not Minecraft. I don't know why people like Minecraft. I don't have anything against you, I just don't get it. My favorite game, which some people might be like, what? CS 1.6, Counter-Strike 1.6. It was the first game that I ever got into that was a first-person shooter, and I played it religiously. I played that and World of Warcraft religiously, which might make sense a little bit from my last comment about Destiny with the grinding and whatnot. My favorite game so far I've ever played is Counter-Strike 1.6. Close behind it is Paladins. I mean, Paladins has kept me hooked for like 2 years, and it's changed so much. You got to imagine it's got something in there that I'm loving. That being said, though, my favorite is 1.6. I just loved it. I don't know what to say. It's a classic. Boobly coming in with a hot another question. Does touching statues cause you the feeling of pleasure? I haven't touched any statues recently. I haven't purchased any statues. I don't have any statues that I can kind of walk by in the hallway and go, ooh, wee. But in the past, no. Belgabor asks, are dick people actual people, or are they just dicks in your opinion? Dick people are real people. They're actually my bros. You remember at the end of Outlast when they were opening up the door for me and they're like, come on through, don't mind my dick. And I was like, I don't mind your dick. And then we were like best bros. They're people. Boobly with another question. Do you consider subs actual people or just money machines? And then we have another part of the question, but we'll go through that in a second. I consider subs actual people for sure. When I talk about, I hate talking about money on stream, but like subs cost money. Like to sub, it costs money. But when I see a sub pop up on my screen, sub hype, I'm not thinking, yes, I have X amount of more dollars in my bank account. I think, oh my God, that's a person willing to give money for support because they like what I'm doing. That makes me feel so good. I'm gonna keep doing this. Like you guys are what keep me going. You're the life support of Kami, and if I have people watching me and I have people loving my content, I'm gonna keep busting out that content, just flat out. That being said though, when Brandy goes, rent's due, and I'm like, oh God, how many subs do I have? What's my bank's paycheck looking like? It's both, right? But it's mainly the people. Like you are people, you are always people to me, and I'm always gonna take your input, and I'm always gonna try to please you because that's all I do. I'm an entertainer online that streams and says things and plays games. If it wasn't for you guys, it just wouldn't be possible. So thank you. The second part is, what are your future plans? Are you gonna stick with Paladins or have you considered moving to another game? Holy guacamole. Well, like I said before, I'm interested in playing Destiny 2. I don't know if I'm gonna completely jump ship with Paladins. I don't think I'm ever really gonna leave Paladins. Not anytime soon, anyway. I definitely think that I've stuck around long enough at the beginning to where I'm like, I might as well see what it's like until they bust out a beta to see if it blows up, right? Because we're still even out of beta. I'm always open to new games, but the community in Paladins is so awesome. You guys that watch me play Paladins and just in general play Paladins with me are super awesome, so it's hard to want to pull myself away from it, but I'm always open. We don't know what's gonna happen to Paladins, and if it dips down, I may have to go try to find another game. But fingers crossed. Boobly with another one. Who gets top playing Paladins if no one gets a kill? With a thinking face that has a lot of hands on it. Hi-Res does. Hi-Res gets top play. Boobly with another question. What do you consider your biggest achievement ever? All right, joking wise, remember Insane in the Membrane? Remember grind WoW? It was like the hardest achievement to get in WoW. I grinded so much time and I was so close. I was off by like 2, and I was grinding the Dire Maul rep, and I was a rogue pickpocketing, and there's other people grinding, and I was like, I don't care if I get it first. So I was selling it to them. I had so much gold, I ended up selling it to the Asians, and then I got caught and I got banned. Probably one of my biggest regrets in life. Real talk, if I would have gotten it, it probably would have been one of my biggest achievements in life, and it would have been very sad, so I'm glad I didn't get it. My biggest achievement in life, real talk though, is finding Brandy. She's like the most super awesome person that I've ever met. She's so supportive. Like I said earlier, I spend so much time in there. She's so supportive and helps me out. Every single thing that you see me wear or do or ideas, and you're like, that's amazing. Where'd you come up with that? I'm like, Brandy. Like Brandy is the smarts behind my stream. If she wasn't here, I don't think I'd be where I am right now. So thank you, Brandy. And I love you. Amchoco asks for the last question. Have you ever thought about doing a 24-hour stream? Now, I did a Breath of the Wild stream. You guys remember that for Zelda? I did it like 72 hours, but I took shifts, right? Like my friends played, and then I played, and then my other friends played. You know what I mean? We took shifts. And I remember people like, oh my God, don't do 72 hours, you're gonna die. And I'm like, I get it. Like, I understand. Thank you for like looking out for my health. Real talk about the whole 24-hour stream. I don't know if my body can handle it. And I don't really get 24-hour streams. Like I get like, oh, Kami's doing something special. Who's gonna stick around for the 24-hour stream? Should I have rewards for people to stick around the whole stream? Is it really possible to stick around the whole stream? Because you have to like plan ahead and stuff. Maybe if you have a job or something, I don't know, you want to sleep or eat, I don't know. But if people are really interested in 24-hour stream and I see a big uproar, people be like, do a 24-hour stream, I'll have something along those lines, and we'll see if we can get the 24-hour stream. Until I get like a big uproar about it, probably not. Stress it, but I'm an old man. I can't do it, man. That concludes our first Getting to Know Kami Q&A for the month of May. I'm so sad when it gets out of the month of May and it won't rhyme anymore, and then I'll have to change my title or something. If you guys are interested in asking more questions, remember it's on my Discord. Discord links are down below in the Q&A for Kami. But remember, you can't access that channel unless you're a sub / part of the Patreon group, which the links down there are below also. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you got to know a little bit more about me, and I will see you guys next time. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna be one of those people who asks you to like and subscribe, so I'm not gonna ask.